All right, so it's time for us to take a look and see what Nigerians are saying. And we're going to start off with one other story, having gone through that newspaper review where, of course, very heated. But let's start off with this one. Nigerians are indeed talking, and they're talking about the CAC's statement. Now, the Corporate Affairs Commission has indeed urged social media content creators, Instagram users, TikTok users, with large followers, those who have large followers, the blue tick and so on, to register their businesses with the Commission in accordance with the Company and Allied Matters Act 2020. Now, this is coming amidst plans by the Federal Inland Revenue Services to onboard media content and influencers into its tax system. So, your favorite celebrities or your favorite online celebrities, content creators may start paying tax anytime soon because the CAC is indeed considering that. Now, the move has, however, elicited reactions from different quarters, especially in Nigeria. Everybody's saying, all of a sudden, you want to start collecting tax from the content creators, while others are also at another divide saying, yes, I think they should be paying taxes because every single week they're buying new cars. Don't take my word for it. Let's go straight to the tweets and see how Nigerians are reacting to this story. Now, the very first one coming from Paulina Ekwa Apia. Now, she says, una they buy expensive cars and houses, una no one pay tax. How the country go develop? That's what she's saying. So she's saying, for the fact that the celebrities or the social media content creators are buying new cars, of course, that's a new thing, that where they pose my new whip, and all that, and all the swag. She's saying, yeah, I mean, if you have to pose that way, pointing to your houses and your cars, then you might as well also pay tax. Let's see another tweet and see if you also agree with this one. This one says, the only CAC where I know now, Christ Apostolic Church. Make nobody disturb me, I beg. Okay, that's a statement from Tommy Bomb _official. Says the only CAC knows is Christ Apostolic Church, doesn't know any other one, so nobody should disturb them, please. Okay, that's fine. Let's take one more reaction quickly. Vin 007, of course, hi Vin, says emphasis on large followers. Let me just go and remove my blue tick. Dollar tin oneself. That's a Yoruba language saying dollar is expensive. So let me take off this blue tick. And remember, the CAC says for those who have huge followers. So I don't know what Osarge's followers look like. I don't know what your followers, you watching, what your followers look like, or you have the blue tick. But many questions about someone who's saying, what if I just create content about I and my family were having fun? Am I going to pay taxes and so on? Don't worry, it's going to be made clear. But we'd like to know what you think as well. But this is what these are what Nigerians are indeed saying concerning the CAC and the latest information. Well, away from that, let's go to another very, very interesting story concerning what Nigerians are saying. This time it's got to do with the report concerning the CBN, that's the Central Bank of Nigeria, former Governor Godwin Emeifele. Now, this story is indeed changing in different form and size. Remember, just on Tuesday, we told you that the director in Abuja made a payment to news agencies and, of course, election observers. Now, the story has indeed changed. The latest story simply is that he said it was approved from the office of the president. It was signed. It also had the SGF's signature as well. And then there was a particular person, an individual who came to collect the money. Now, recall that the observer and the person in charge of following through this case, Obazi, did mention that there was a video that showed Godwin Emeifele and Boss Mustafa dragging that money out from the vault, the CBN. But Nigerians are hoping that they could see that video. But besides that, the story currently now has changed. The story simply is that the director of the CBN says the money was signed and approved for. In other words, he was countering what the SGF said, that the signatures were forged. Who do we believe? Nigerians are reacting to this story right about now, and we'll get to see some of the tweets on what Nigerians are saying. Ima Ike Ume, of course with the blue tick, watch out for the CAC, and he says this effectively means anyone can forge the signature of a sitting president and all MDAs will comply, full stop. Even foreign agents can forge signatures of the president and get away with it. Food for thought. Because how come the signatures were signed, it passed through different stages before the monies were approved? Let's see another one very quickly as we take a look at this story more. Sorry, not this tweet. Let's quickly move on to the next tweet. Not this one. Let's see if we can see more tweets on that. Yes, I got that. This one, reacting to, of course, Premium Times also posted a story. It says, if this is true, then why is only Emeifele under custody for trial and not 3 of them? 3 of them is simply means the SGF, the former president, and of course, Godwin Emeifele. Or immunity is still uncovering them, despite that they are no longer in office. Many questions to ask, and this is one of the most asked questions while we went through the back end on the social media statistic. The very last one, if I can simply find that one there. Yes, and this one says, why can't the living speak for himself? Now, he's alluding to the president, the former president of Nigeria. He says, Nigerian government will carry Nollywood into its reality. Let the living speak and the dead be spoken for. Anyway, this is how Nigerians are reacting to the latest story concerning the drama unfolding with the former CBN boss, talking about Godwin Emeifele. And of course, Nigerians reacting to CAC looking to tax content creators and you could say skit makers. Osage, I don't know which one caught your fancy in all of this, these stories and the reactions, most importantly. Your thoughts?
We've spoken, about the CBN governor and the controversy surrounding that since yesterday. And I've said it, it's really embarrassing. I don't think they understand what they're doing to Nigeria by making this type of statements. And from what it seems, it's like they're trying to shield Mr. President from taking any responsibility for, any of that. They've placed a charge on the CBN governor of, theft of $6.2 million, but, it's obvious that he can't just go to the CBN vault and withdraw that money. And so because of that charge, all these little details here and there are coming out, with the blame game here and there. And they still don't understand what it's doing to the image of the country, to say how easy it is to just forge a sitting president's signature. And also, I don't know if they also are forgetting that this means that there is a straight line between the CBN governor's office all the way straight to Mr. President's office. Are they saying that there's nobody in between that needs to also approve CBN spendings between the CBN governor's office all the way to the president? Or it is just straight, once the CBN needs $100 million, all it needs to write a letter for Mr. President signs. I don't think that's what it is, or that's what it should be. And that also means that the president needs, $50 million for anything. All he needs to do is call the CBN governor, write a small letter, and they exchange signatures, and that's it. So they're exposing a lot of things with this conversation that I don't think they're aware of how negatively it will affect Nigeria's image. It's a show of shame, in my opinion. And I feel like to prove that the signature was forged, the president should, of course, maybe step forward to, and stand in court, or maybe the SGF, I don't know. The FGF have been in court. And for the second conversation,
go on.
I think that Nigerians, first of all, they need to be clear on exactly who a content creator is. Because if I'm at home and I make funny videos by myself of my life, in every 2-3 days, I'm not necessarily a content creator. And you get likes, and then you get gifts.
I don't care. Obviously translate to money.
So maybe they need to be clear. If it is that, okay, when you get to the stage where you are now advertising for brands, then we can say, okay, you are a content creator and you are making money off this. But how do they prove that I was paid for it also? What if the brand decided to give me, 10 packs of their noodles? How am I going to pay a tax on that one? So these are just me, of course, me being dramatic. They need to be, very, very clear on what you call a content creator. That's one. And another thing is, I feel like Nigerians already pay taxes. Everybody who is a content creator, in any way, shape, or form, anybody who is in the media space entirely, as long as you're getting paid with your company account that has been registered, you pay taxes. A lot of them already pay taxes. 7.5%, tax that already is being paid. So I think what they may be trying to do is ensure that people do not do these jobs, get paid money into their personal accounts without remitting some of it to the government.
But then again, the company is also going to take their taxes, and they're dealing with individuals. Well, it's a bit of...
Because when you write an invoice, because
most
companies will ask that you write an invoice, right? And when you write an invoice, you're going to, of course, put the 7.5 tax. And that's, except they're saying, okay, everybody must remit, or some people are not remitting. I don't know what the story is, but I'm sure that most content creators already pay taxes, or at least already have that.
But now they want to make it official. And not just that, they're saying all content creators, because you could pay directly to a Johansson, directly to my account.
Yes.
Of course, I pay my taxes. But now they want you to register with them. So you have to come up with maybe Johansson skits.
So, so it means as a content creator, you need to register your brand name,
your brand name, your company with them, and then start paying taxes, because those houses are
again, they need to be clear exactly on who is a content creator and who's not a content creator, and who exactly can be taxed and cannot be taxed. Not everybody would just randomly be taxed. There maybe also needs to be a bracket. That if you're a content creator on this level, then you'll be taxed so and so. If you're not a content creator,
that's exactly,
because any random person who's just making funny videos and and they give freebies, it's not necessarily a content creator. That's one. Then the person who I saw some very ignorant tweet, the very first one, who said, "Oh, you're buying houses and cars." That's not enough for you to sue me as a target. The fact that I bought a car doesn't mean that I'm now suddenly a government target, that, I must be making money, so I must pay taxes. That's just a greedy Nigerian speaking.
It doesn't mean that they don't pay their taxes.
Paulina, or whatever her name is. She doesn't even, I don't think she's Nigerian. I don't think she's Nigerian, and that might be one of those bots.
She seems to be Ghanaian. She seems to be Ghanaian.
It sounds like one of those bots that they pay 500 naira to tweet in favor of the government.
Anyway,
government policy.
That's all of what Nigerians are saying. You do let us know what your thoughts are as well. You can follow us on all socials. Let us know. There are more reactions and more stories as well, as Nigerians are taking it to the social media space to react. I would like to hear from you. But on that note, we wrap up Breakfast Central this morning on a Thursday morning. Thanking you so much for joining us. It's been a fruitful conversation. Nigerians, stay strong. Hopefully, things will turn out right.